Hello, my name is Frank Mendoza, and today my video presentation is going to be on active listening. And so today we're going to go over the different components of how one may listen to a speaker and different responses we may have, and it's also some of the poor responses one may have as well. And so first we're going to go over what is listening. And so listening and hearing something are very two different things. And I would say hearing is something we do passively. So we hear sound all the time in our lives, but listening is actually being able to comprehend what those sounds mean. So what the or may one what a speaker may be trying to say, and analyzing what the message that is trying to go across, and actually understanding what is being said. And so, first example I have right here is the hearing versus listening. And so, for the first example, you see the individual is not really paying attention to what's being said, kind of focusing on himself. But the second one, for listening, you actually will see that he's actually comprehending what is being said. And then we have our listening styles, so different styles that one may show while trying to listen to someone. And so we have first task-oriented listening, which is a type of listening style which is trying to make out the message and make out trying to say trying to do what needs to be done, what the speaker is trying to say. And then we have relational listening, which is more so empathetic and trying to deal with the kind of relationships in our lives, and so about their feelings, trying to understand what is trying to be said with the different relationships you have. And then we have analytical listening, which is trying to analyzing the speaker's message and trying to understand what exactly is being said and what we can do about it. And then we have critical listening, which is being able to understand what is being said and kind of going more further from analytical listening. And so trying to take from analyzing and be able to critique it and give our own feedback and opinion. And so for the example I have right here is just a different other listening styles that one may have their own interpretations about. And so first one is people style listeners, which is more so about the listening, so more so empathetic about our relationships. Then we have the content style listeners, which is more interested about the person's credibility and their expertise and truthfulness, and so more so analyzing about the analytical listening. And then so we have some of these bad listening habits one may show. And so the first one's gonna be pseudo listening, which is trying to create a facade that you think you're trying to show that you are listening, but in reality you're not understanding or knowing what the speaker is trying to say and what the message they're trying to get across. Then we have stage hogs, which is trying to converting the message of the speaker's message and kind of twisting it around and making it about yourself only. And then we have selective listening, which is focusing on specific information that you only care about, um, and kind of going off of based on that. They have insular listening, which is ignoring certain topics of the conversation that the speaker may be trying to talk to you about. And I would say selective listening and insular listening kind of go hand in hand together, both kind of pick and choosing the information that you want to hear. Then we have filling in the gaps, which maybe come from not really understanding or paying attention to what the speaker is trying to say. You didn't listen to the full message, so you're trying to fill in the information that you kind of missed. And then we have defensive listening, which is taking offense to one's comments about the speaker's comments that they're trying to say. So may have no ill intent what they're trying to say or having harmless comments, but the listener go ahead and takes offense to it anyways. And then for this example here, we have the individual saying, expressing that her grandma died, and she's obviously very distraught about it, but the listener doesn't really pay attention to it, and she kind of stage hogs it and turns around about herself. Then finally, we have is listening responses, so different responses one may have. So we have silent listening, which is mostly based on the body language of an individual and showing that they actually are paying attention to the speaker, so maybe nodding their head or having full eye contact with them. Then we have questioning, which is maybe during a conversation or afterwards, trying to get more clarification and more of an understanding what the speaker is trying to say to them. So they're therefore showing that they were actually invested in the conversation. Then we have emphasizing, which is supporting that speaker and their feelings on what they were trying to say and showing that you actually did care about the message. And then we have analyzing, which is more about being able to go more in depth on what they were saying, trying to give feedback and advice from it. And so with this example I have right here, it's just more so going over everything we kind of talked about, active listening skills, different ways how we can show it, verbal affirmations, questions, showing concern, building trust, kind of just showing the individual that we actually were listening through the different techniques that we went over today. My questions today would have to be, what are one of the listening responses that you showed the most, and also what is one that you kind of could improve on, that you may want to do more so when trying to listen to someone. And this has been my presentation, and thank you for listening to me.